Welcome back to the channel. This video is a look at Van Halen's output on vinyl. Obviously this is the 6 albums for Warner Brothers, recorded between 78 and 83. Yes, the Diamond Dave years. So yeah, let's check them out right now. Album numero uno. When this came out in 1978, it caused quite a stir, because when most people listened to it and they heard Eddie Van Halen's amazing guitar chops and tapping, they were blown away. In fairness, he was something totally new at the time, yeah, still is quite astounding, and definitely added some new elements to the electric guitar. And this album was produced by Ted Templeman. As you can see here, it's got the cool Warner Brothers palm tree logo label, which I like. Running with the Devil is on this. The slow chug, quite heavy, bashes its way in, and then Eruption is a lot of fret wank, which is really cool. You Really Got Me, that's a song by the Kinks, a cover. Ain't Talking About Love, I'm the One. Side 2, Jamie's Crying, Atomic Punk, Feel Your Love Tonight, Little Dreamer, Ice Cream Man, that's a cover, and On Fire. The second album is the imaginatively titled Van Halen II from 1979. This kind of carries on where the first one left off. Some asshole put a sticker on it here and it's tearing the sleeve, unfortunately. This is more of the same, really. There's some other good stuff on this. Let's take a look at the inside. Dave had a broken leg or something at the time. There's all these hot nurses behind him. They were always into that, you know, I suppose, sexist stuff, which is, you know, the juvenile side of rock and roll. So, side 1 has got You're No Good. That's the cover. Dance the Night Away. Somebody Get Me a Doctor. Bottoms Up. Out of Love Again. They were a great live act at the time. The early concerts were fantastic. Light Up the Sky, Spanish Fly, that's Eddie on an acoustic. DOA, Woman in Love, Beautiful Girls. Yeah, that's kind of one of his showpieces, Spanish Fly. Okay, now album number 3, Women and Children First, is a lot more diverse than the first two. This goes through different types of rock, from acoustic to folky to bluesy. That's a fantastic photograph on the cover. And great one on the back. This one has Tora Tora and The Cradle Will Rock. That's a great track. Romeo's Delight, Fools, in a simple rhyme. Could Just Be Magic. That's a kind of a bluesy, kind of 30s style track. Very, 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 very catchy. Loss of Control, Take Your Whiskey Home. That's kind of a Led Zeppelin, mid-70s kind of style. Great drums on that as well. Yeah, Alex Van Halen is a fantastic drummer. His dexterity and his rhythm is beautiful. Everybody Wants Some is the last track. Yeah, so nothing in here. Yeah, that is a great shot. I think Norman Sheff or somebody took this photograph, but it says poster photograph by Helmut Newton. Helmut Newton was a famous German photographer, famous for his black and white photographs of nude women. Yeah, check out his books, they're fantastic if you like that kind of thing. Yeah, really cool. It's like, it's almost kind of reminds me of the American Marines holding up the flag in the Pacific during World War II. Yeah, it's really cool. Okay, now this is where it gets serious. Album number 4 is a darker side of Van Halen. Fair warning. Even the cover looks terrifying. It's from a painting, and they just reduced pieces of it. This is a great album. Totally satisfying. One of their best. Starts off with Mean Street, which has got an incredible slapped guitar intro. It's like the guitar is just bursting out of a box or something. Track listing is all over the place. This is an actual sequence that it goes in. Push Comes to Shove is another fantastic track on this. So This Is Love, Sinner Swing, Unchained, Dirty Movies, Hear About It Later, Sunday Afternoon in the Park, One Foot Out the Door. That kind of two together. Again, Ted Templeman is in the fold here. This is a great album. Great drum sound. Sparse production. It's great. One of my favourites. I'd say probably my favourite Van Halen album. Yeah. This is the one that you need. Album number 5 is called Diver Down. Diver Down! That's a symbol that there's a diver diving. Pretty boring album cover, but at the same time it looks right cool. Yeah, I like it. I like the colours. Here's Van Halen at some festival. Big crowd. Inside in some bowl somewhere. Again, the track sequence on the back of the sleeve. It doesn't tell you what's what. It's all over the place. This is kind of, it's a short album and it's got a lot of different material on it. Lots of covers. So it's a bit quirky in that way. Possibly not their strongest, but it's still very entertaining. It's got Where Have All the Good Times Gone. That's a song by the Kinks. They do a great version of it as well. Kinks are a completely underrated band. Ray Davies, great writer. Hang 'em High, Cathedral. That's kind of synthesizer stuff. It's all over the shop. Secrets. That's good as well. Intruder, and then Oh Pretty Woman. Cover of the Roy Orbison classic. Not sure if I like it. The production is a little bit weird, a bit kind of synthetic. Dancing in the Streets, that's another cover. Little Guitars intro, and Little Guitars itself is probably the best track on the whole album. Amazing drum groove at the start, then it speeds up. Big Bad Bill is Sweet William Now. I think Eddie's old man plays clarinet on that, so it's kind of a ragtime jazzy thing. The Full Bug, and then you've got Happy Trails. Certainly not their best album, but if you have all the rest, you'll want this too. It's very quick. It gives you a good blast of different types of material, all in around 32 minutes. And finally, 1984, which was released on New Year's Eve, 1983, as far as I know. This was probably their biggest album, simply because it had some big hits on it. Jump comes to mind, which was a massive hit and defines the 80s. There's a lot of synthesizer on this, but don't be put off. It's some of Edward Van Halen's most complex guitar solos are on this album. Just check out Top Jimmy and you won't be disappointed. So yeah, it's a good album in its own way. 1984, it's kind of synth droning, and then Jump, Panama, that's another good track. Top Jimmy, like I said, is excellent. Drop Dead Legs. Another blaster on this, because the drums are amazing, is Hot for Teacher. There's some great guitar in it as well. So it's worth it for those few tracks alone. I'll Wait, Girl Gone Bad, House of Pain. So yeah, they toured away in 1984. Things were going downhill fast, and then by 85 they'd split. LaRoth went off and did some solo work. Released a good album in 1986 called Eat 'Em and Smile. I think Steve Vai was his preferred axeman on that, and you know, it was a court case and all that shebang. And then Van Halen teamed up with Sammy Hagar, and the rest is history. To be honest, these 6 albums have Eating and Drinking in them. There's also a CD box set out now. Unfortunately, it doesn't have any booklet or sleeve notes as such, which is a total shame. It would have been nice to have a catalogue with all the notes and the productions and everything, because these little miniature CDs, you know, it's almost impossible to read any credits on them. So yeah, Warner Brothers, thanks for doing that, but again, half a job. And thank you for watching. Take care, and feel free to subscribe to my channel.